Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me at the Lonely Vine. So it's, what is today? Tuesday. And I've been asking on Twitter, Facebook, a couple different places recently what kind of preservation systems people use. Do you use the vacuum sealers? Do you use the nitrous? Do you just throw a cork in it, stick it in the fridge? What do you do? So I got a lot of responses, which thank you to everybody that responded to my questions. And then I happened to be at the wine shop the other day and found, I've been looking for the wine to do. I want to do like 3 comparatives, but when you're starting to look at that many bottles of wine that you're pretty much not going to really get to enjoy a whole lot of, it starts getting kind of pricey. But I happened to be in the wine shop the other day and found a buy one, get one. So I jumped at the opportunity, got all my preservation systems. My table is just a wino's heaven right now. And so what we're going to be doing, I chose Pinot Noir. I've got the Lucas and Llewellyn. This is from Buellton, California, 13% alcohol, 2007, from Santa Barbara County. So I was able to pick up 4 bottles of this for the price of 2, which, bam, really let me get in the position to do this little test. My plan is to go 4 or 5 days with each system, each type of preservation unit, whatever you want to call it, and we'll take a look at them each day, see how the nose is doing, see how the palate is doing, and hopefully by the end say, hey, this system works a lot better than the other ones we're trying. I do have all 3 bottles opened up, which should be a little bit interesting as well, because as I was opening one of them, the cork gave way, and as I was inspecting the cork, the side that was down in the bottle is pretty soft and worries me a little bit that I might have a corked bottle, but we need to try each one in order to make sure that we are starting at a level playing field. I have no idea which one, if one is corked, which one it would be. Now, you're probably saying, holy cow, guy, slow down on the pouring there. I am pouring a little bit extra out today, just so I get enough air in there to really make a difference when I'm storing this over the night. Okay. Make sure I'm putting these back in the same order I started with. I think I got it. Okay, so let's go ahead. I will look at the color. What you expect out of a Pinot Noir, it's pretty light. You can actually see some color down here when you're looking through it here, and that's a pretty thick glass for what we normally do. Easily able to read through it, see my fingers through it. Color-wise, it's what you expect. It's that ruby color. Gets a little bit more pink towards the edge. A little bit of cork in this one. Might be an indication of which one we're looking at. So I'm just going to bring them all out here and just walk the line with the old honker. I will be storing these all at room temperature. I know a lot of people put them in the fridge, but I want to give the best chance at failure as possible on these. So. Okay, I think we're safe. Luckily I don't have to open that 4th bottle. Doesn't seem like anything, they all smell the same. That's a good thing, I would say. Getting, actually, I'm surprised I'm getting, some earthiness out of these. almost like some meat components, which is pretty cool. There's a little bit of that, that burnt match, that sulfur kind of smell in one of them. And it's in all of them. Fruit-wise, there's tartness to it. There's that cranberry. There's red fruits, raspberry, all the typical things that you're looking for. Interesting nose on it though. This was a 1999 bottle of wine, and then you got a free one, so about $10 a bottle. You really can't beat it. So gone through the sight, gone through the nose. Let's give a taste to all three of them. Why not? Gotta, it's for science. One. Two. Yes, I'm seeing how many licks it takes with the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop of wine. And if you didn't get that, you're too young to be watching this, so sorry. Okay, so really good fruit in it. It's really fresh. It's really vibrant. Good balance, structure across it. Nothing really outshines it. It's got a good finish to it, but maybe that's because I just took 3 huge gulps into my mouth. I like the tart red fruits that's coming through there. I don't get the sense of alcohol, even though I think it's at 13%. So medium for alcohol there. Just as you expect, there's no tannins, but it's really fresh. It's really vibrant. So I think this is going to be a really good wine for what we're doing here, because that'd be one of the first things I would expect to see tail off as the wine ages over these next few days. But really, for $10, this is a great little bottle of wine. Heck of a lot better than the $16 Grenache I opened up last night. Okay, so here we go. First one. And my plan is I'll put these in bags after the show. And then tomorrow before the show, I'll have them all mixed up. So when I unbag it, I'll see which preservation system was used, but when I'm tasting them, I won't know. So this first one, we're gonna write that it's the cork. Put that in there. The next one, which was the one that was it seems to be the one that's most commonly used by people, and that is the VacuVin. So I've got the little stopper here. I just dipped it in a little bit of wine to get some water on the edge of it. Push that down in there. Put the popper on it. Okay. So now that one is vacuum sealed for freshness. And then the third one, which is the one I'm most interested in, and the one when I hold up to the screen, I'll take a moment of silence to let you start in on the jokes. But it is the Wine Shield. Yes, I need a bigger wallet. It comes with this to get it down into the glass. If you haven't seen this one, we'll just go ahead and get it going here. It's a little bit of a mess to put it in there, but I did talk to the folks at the product, and they have done away with the wrapper, which is kind of unfortunate because, I mean, If you pull this out, it's going to be an immediate conversation starter with anybody. But it is, it's just a little piece of plastic for the most part. You push it down into the bottle. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, probably won't. And then it just floats on top of the wine. So now you have a seal on top of the wine, no air above it, and then you can't see it at all. But as you pour it, it just lets the wine flow out, and then it goes right back, floats to the top. So it creates that seal on top. In theory, no oxygen gets through. I've read good things about it. You know, we'll see how much of that is marketing, how much of it is fact. So there we have it, day uno down. And check back tomorrow. I'll have day 2 up, and we'll see where it goes. I'm going to make some notes offline here, and I guess I need to make some more notes here. Vacuum in, and I'll be able to see it, but just to stay with it, I'll write shield on here. Okay, so I got those all set up. I'll get those bagged. I'll make a little bit of offline notes on what I was getting from the nose and the palate, so I can compare them day over day, and that's it. So I've asked a lot of you, probably most of the people that watch this show have already commented on, but in case you haven't, what preservation systems do you use at home? And you know what? Let me add on to this a little bit. How long does a bottle of wine usually last for you? For me, you know, they generally last 2 to 3 days. As being the only wine drinker in the house, you know, it's not often that I power through a whole bottle in a single night. And if I do, well, it's not the best mornings, as you can imagine. So let me know. There's 2 questions for you. What preservation system do you use, if you do use one? And how often does a bottle of wine last when you open it? So that's it. Thanks for joining me. Cheers. Have a good